This is a very late night stream. One that may or may not function. But we shall see. We shall see indeed. This is very impromptu. I didn't really set this up all that well. We're just going to play some Daggerfall. We'll see if anyone turns up. The way I've got this set up is a little bit janky, considering where I've had to put the chat. Still don't have a second monitor, so I've got my my laptop on my left-hand side here. So I've actually got to turn my head over to the left to be able to see the chat, which would be great. Right, let's just play the game. This is an initial save that I've had set up. We've got a little bit of leeway in terms of where our UI is. Let me take a look. So we are playing this lovely chap here. He is Baldur. He is a Breton paladin. We're going to give him his Iron Claymore for now. I'm not going to bother putting anything on my hotbar just yet. We've got a small amount of mods, mostly quality of life, and I've got the vanilla enhanced textures on. Take a sip of my tea, and then we'll dispose of this rat. Ratatouille. Die. Okay, the first run through I did of this, I immediately killed that rat with no problems. Gold piece. We'll take the shoes, because I don't actually have any footwear at the moment. Put these sacks on my feet. And then we will continue onwards. Now, I can't go into the room with the imp, because the room with the imp is death. Ah, it's Paladin Steve. Welcome, Paladin Steve. We are indeed playing a Paladin this evening, and it's also the Bad Toads, Brothers Bad Toads. Today is the release of your system, I do believe. People should go and check that out. If you get in contact with Steve over Discord, you can give him a link if it's already out, and he can drop that in chat for you. I hope the sound is okay. It's very loud for me in here. Potato sacks of footwear, indeed. Indeed, there are. Indeed. No, this is the I'm not supposed to go in there. Oh, I've let it out. I was on and on and on and on about don't let the imp out. Okay, I don't think it's following me. Kill the rat. Claymore the rat. Don't think there's any treasure. The hell was that thing? Alright, we'll have a quick save. Just in case this imp has decided to... Nope, it's still over there. That's good. That's very good. Tomorrow morning. Nice. Oh, yes, it's already tomorrow morning for me. The room with the imp is deaf. Didn't know rooms could hear. Death. Death. But thank you, Ashray. Right, there's probably a lady down here that wants to kill me. Who wants to go and see the sexy lady? Oh, it's a man. Killed him. Right, got a sword and shield. We won't take the sword. I'm going to try and play this a little more conservatively than I usually do. More conservatively, I should say. There's a sword that can hurt in the cage at the back of the room. That's very true, Sarissa. But also, I can go and kill something that that won't kill me and get a sword from that, which is my usual way of dealing with the imp, because I don't like having to run past it. But I should mention, this character, Baldur, the Breton Paladin, he has a bit of a weakness. And that weakness is, I do believe, history. He's got a critical weakness to shock, which I think is actually the element the imp does. So it's probably a bad idea for me to charge in at the imp. This is supposed to kind of represent that he's wearing plate armor or metal armor. He's also got spell absorption because I think it's funny. And it's kind of my way of taking the Atronak without being able to take the Atronak. In this game, bat, I always forget there's a bat. That hit me for a lot of damage. Boy, oh boy. Okay. Too far away. We got the archer. Champion. Ow. So yeah, I had a load of mods installed, and then I decided to kind of strip the mods right back. Because I found that I was just doing too much, you know? Oh, it's Kyle! Hi, Kyle! Yes, it was indeed a man. I'm going to need you to explain how to actually play this game, by the way. The mechanics are so unfamiliar to you. The rat killed you. Okay, I can quickly do that. If people want me to explain Daggerfall mechanics to them, I most certainly can. I need to rest for there's enemies nearby. Okay, we'll rest here until fully healed. Probably get ambushed. Yeah, enemies nearby. Ah, it's a sexy lady. Ow! You got to appreciate the art style that Daggerfall. Wow! I just knocked her all the way down the stairs. That's part of a mod. It's called Dramatic Deaths. Nice helmet. Nice greaves. I'll sell the axe, I guess. I can't use axes. They are a forbidden weapon type to me. Nice helmet indeed. Elven greaves. I like that. And those boots are the same as what I've got on. So, the best way to play Daggerfall, in my opinion, like to start, is to go pure warrior. On the character creation screen, you can add lots of different advantages and disadvantages, and I would actually recommend taking the disadvantage inability to generate spell points, and also take disadvantages darkness and light-powered magery. And that just locks you out of all magic, which sounds terrible when it kind of is, but you don't really need it to be able to sort of get on in the game. It just helps an awful lot. What I would then recommend doing is, on your stats, bumping up strength, endurance, and agility, and taking intelligence down 10 or 20 points. Because you're most likely going to hit things via agility in the early game. It becomes less noticeable later on. I don't actually have... Hold on. Silver Broadsword. There we go. So I do have these hotbar mod on for a reason. It's not just there for show. There are enemies nearby. Right, let's try and get a little bit more HP. And let's try and kill this imp and get the treasure pile. It's not a massive problem. The beginning dungeon could easily be skipped, but I like Privateer's Hold. A lot of people sort of get their ass kicked by it, but once you know what you're doing, it becomes very easy, very quickly. Oh, ow! Hey, that didn't hurt at all. I absorbed the spell. Ha ha! Die already, imp. Okay, come on. He's getting low rolls on his damage, which is very, very handy for me. There we go. Right. And now we can get the treasure. Oh, by the way, there's no steel sword in this room. So whoever told me there was a steel sword, there isn't one. Get a nice shirt, though, and some pure water, which is apparently yellow. Huh. I don't think that's pure water. Right. So what I'm going to do is I kind of prefer that shirt. Look at that. Look at that. I can see my abs now. Or more than I could see them before. We shall continue. So yeah, there's plenty of mods I had installed. Decided to get rid because I wanted to go back to sort of... There's no secret door in this part of... Could have sworn I heard a door. But I know this dungeon quite well. I'm pretty sure there's no secret door here. I am going to slightly put the music down. And the sound. Because for me it's very loud. And it's getting a little bit distracting. Right, so the quickest way out is this way. And I think for the purposes of the stream, we will going down here. Bat, there he is. That is the great filter right there. That enemy is the filter of the dungeon. He's fighting the bat. Go on, bat. Everyone place your bets. Who wins, skeleton or bat? Who wins, skeleton or bat? Oh, he's coming to me. Okay, here we go then. Rawr! Rawr! Oh, I hit him once. Yes, bat, you and me together. We've got a few good hits on him. But skeletons... Oh, we got him! Bloody hell. The great filter has been defeated. Skeletons in Daggerfall resist bladed weapons. A steel saber, a warhammer. I want one of them. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put that's 3 to 12 damage, 1 to 12 damage. So I'm going to put the steel saber as my equipment. Well, I just put it back. Whoopsie. So steel saber as equipment, and I'm going to put it as 1. I'm then going to take the steel warhammer. I'm going to put it as 2. And the reason for this is Baldur here, because this game takes into account damage types and resistances. This is always free on Steam, Brother Low, always free on Steam. But I would definitely recommend grabbing the Unity mod for it. Just type Daggerfall Unity into Google and you'll be able to grab it. But if you look at my primary skills here, we have long blade and blunt weapon, purely to deal with the bony terrors at the beginning of the game, really. Oh, that's a bear! There's a bear behind the door. Oh, hello. Oh, he's hungry boy. He was after my flesh. Oh, I kind of just glitched through the door a bit there. I mean, is there a treasure pile? Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't, there is not. Hopefully the lighting is okay for you all. I do have a bit of moodier lighting on, but it's not like Daggerfall is a dark game. Oh look, a secret door. I wonder what this could possibly be. So you can hear I've got a mod installed called Drafty Secret Doors, because Drafty sounds play when there's a secret door near, and it sort of has louder and quieter sounds based on how far away you are. Also, the clock at the bottom right there is a mod as well. But there's a secret thing here. If you go to press M while you're in a dungeon, and you'll bring up this map. Everyone hates this map. I like it. I think people complaining about the difficulty of being able to use this map are doing themselves a disservice. Because for me, it's very easy to find that there is a secret door here because it appears on the map. It's very handy. But we're not actually going to go this way. I've tricked you all. I've lied to you all. We're going to hop on here. And we can use this, or we can run at this door. Actually, I need to put the sword away. We can run at this wall and climb up it. Daggerfall has climbing. My climbing skill's not quite good enough, so we'll use the lever. Oh, I fell off. Brilliant. Right, bring the chair back. Do not get the... Yeah, don't get GOG. I think that hasn't been updated for a long, long time, which is a shame, really. GOG's usually pretty on top of stuff like that. But honestly, you don't... I might release the mods I'm using as a little mod pack, because it is just vanilla plus. There's no combat overhauls or anything like that. There's no massive city overhauls. It is simply a little bit of graphical improvements, just to make things... Keeps the sort of pixelated appearance, but makes it better for a higher resolution screen, so that I don't burn my eyes. Right. Everything's dead. This bat killed everything. What is with the bats in this place? So this bat killed an imp, which had a load of gold, some wraith essence, and a bell on it for some reason. And it also managed to kill this rat. That's impressive. All from a bat. Right, so we're going to save game. We're going to call these Baldur Stream, because I do have an idea for a recording game that I want to do at some point. So apparently horses passed here at some point. But welcome. We have escaped Privateer's hold. Please do let me know if the sound is okay. And do drop the stream a like and a subscribe if you have not already, because it's always handy. We want to press V. This is another mod, paper map. I just like my paper maps. I think this is a lot clearer to read than the original. Every dot you see here is a town. We are very far away from Daggerfall, which is down here, several days' journey away. I usually like to go directly to Gothway Garden when I get out of the dungeon. So, this is Gothway Garden, the town closest to Privateer's Hold, which is back that way. It would have taken us an awful long time to walk here. I think about 20-30 minutes in real life to sprint this way. I think there are also options to... actually, it might not be. I think I'm facing north. For some reason, we came in... We would have come from the south. For some reason, the game has placed us north, because that's the ocean over there. All right, then. We want to find ourselves an inn. I think this is the Mages Guild. It is the Mages Guild, which we do want to join the Mages Guild at some point, because we have in our major skills restoration, but it's not good enough yet. They didn't even spawn me, I don't think, with a... Yeah, it spawned me with destruction, illusion, and alteration spells. My spell skills are mysticism and restoration, and it gave me neither. Thanks for that, Daggerfall. Much appreciated. But for now, we're going to head into the inn. The door is on the other side. Silly me. Yep, not got the skill in climbing yet. Change the town's name to Gotham. Now it amuses me. Ha! Right. This song is forever stuck in my head. Ah, man. Yeah, forever stuck in my head. Right. Kitty cat! So there is another thing that I've done. It's not in the... There's no naked ladies in this tavern, but I do have a mod to remove the nudity while I'm streaming this game. It's also one of the reasons I'm not using Jodie's enhanced paper doll at present. A little bit too sexy for YouTube nowadays, I think, which is a shame. A very big shame. Right, are you the innkeeper? Yes, I would like to have one room for one day. Thank you. Not that I need it, actually, but I'll take it. Alaban Hearthslay. He slays hearths. How you doing? Any work? Where is? Tell me about any news. How are you, mate? What are people talking about now? You might be interested to know that the Knight's Mentor is just allied with Ephesus. Interesting. You see, the game attempts to be more of a simulation, and I wish we had more games that did that. Oh, it's my lady wife. Hello, lady wife. You don't have the game sounds, you're realizing. Okay. Let me see why that is. Oh, apparently you do, according to my thing here. Does anyone else have issues with the game sounds? Because if you do, now is the time to speak up. Because believe me, the music is very loud for me. In fact, what I can do is take the music off. Very, very quiet music, and put the sounds all the way up. That's probably best. This chap over here may have something for me to do in the area. His name is his name is Ryan, Master Slay. So you got a Half Slay over there and a Master Slay here. Okay. I have a mission that requires the utmost stealth secrecy. The risk is minimal, and I'll pay you 171 gold pieces. It'll take 63 days of your time. No. I'm a knight, sir. And that sounds... Hello. Hi. How you doing? You doing all right? Okay, you can hear music. That's good. His name is Theodester Ashcroft. Okay, there we go. There was a bit of a bug there when my mouse got lost. Either way, so this is Gothway Gardens. I often come here directly after. But we don't need to worry too much about it at the moment. We are going to now head... Because we got over 700 gold. So I don't need to take on a quest here, which is something I usually do from the Mages Guild. But I'm not playing a mage character this time. I was in my last run. So I'm going to find Daggerfall, which is down here. We're going to... it's going to cost us 40 gold. 20 if I go recklessly. Oh, it wants me to take a ship. No, we're going to go foot. 8 days, 40 gold. We could camp out. Trip cost of 0. No, we'll take the inns. Trip cost of 20. Yeah, you know what? Fine, whatever. We're not going to spend 40 gold on traveling. So we're going to travel recklessly. The sound is low, is it? Okay. Well, I'm going to do that then. The sound is now as high as it will go. I'm just keeping the music low because it is blasting my ears out. And it is, 2 a.m. By the way, the Dungeon Delver is about to start streaming first edition Dungeons and Dragons over on his channel. Just search the Dungeon Delver on YouTube. He's also got the GWOC coming up, the Great Underground Online Convention, where you can play such games as first edition Dungeons and Dragons, and I believe Untold Destiny Basic Edition as well, coming up very soon. So do go and check that out if that is your cup of tea. But for now, we travel to the capital city of Daggerfall. Oh no. Vengeance. So what that is the ghost of King Lysandus. Because we've arrived at Daggerfall at night time, he's very upset with everyone and is attempting to murder anyone. So we're just going to leave the city perimeter and camp out in the wilderness. Can I camp here? You know what? We'll rest here for a while. What time is it? It's okay. We're gonna have to rest out in the snow for quite a while. So we're gonna rest out here for 12 hours, and we'll see how well this goes for us. Okay, daytime. Yeah, the Daggerfall is currently haunted by the main quest. I can hear my boots crunching in the snow. That's nice. That should confuse his ghost, or make him even angrier, or turn him into some kind of death knight. That's cool, actually. I don't think I leveled up. You level up a lot quicker as a wizard class than you do as a knight class. Okay, welcome to Daggerfall. I do believe that I want to be down here. This is the Fighters Guild. This is a Knight Guild. And these three are all inns right next to each other because the town planning for this was not on point. But I'm going to switch to info mode. That's the Black Wolf. That's just a residence. Yeah, yeah. So I am right. If you have info mode and you click on a building, it will tell you what it is without needing to go in. This is important because NPCs will give you radiant locations for quests, and getting we want you to go to this location, and it's a place you've never heard of. But hey, if you've already been there, you don't have to ask all the NPCs where it is. So it's good just to pick them up as you go by. That's just a residence. And this here, I think, is a smith, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it a general store? Superior used merchandise is a pawn shop, I think. It is a pawn shop, yes. Oh, actually, I do have stuff to sell. It's laid out in a practical manner. Okay, so it's not the most bestest of shops. I see Tristafel Maesterton. Oh, no, I don't want to kill him. No. Don't want to steal. There we go. I want to sell you some items, sir, because I have this iron longsword, iron claymore, chain greaves. I'm going to sell you the silver broadsword and keep the steel saber. I don't think I'm going to need the silver for a while. Sell the helm, the leather greaves. We will sell that, and that, and that, and that. And I'm going to keep my warhammer. Do I click the clay? Oh, I've got 2 claymores. Well, I'll sell one of them. You can give me 763 gold. Good. Very good. Thank you, sir. And while we're here, we'll see what you've got for sale. Nothing I want from there. Nothing I want from there. Nah. Oh, there's a ring. He's got an iron die katana. That's cool. But we're not going to find much good stuff in this shop, I don't think. Steel katana. 3 to 16 damage. That's not bad. Actually, while I'm here, I forgot. I actually have that to sell. And we'll also sell the sage and the bell and the holy candle. Sell all that for now. It's another 500 gold. I mean, the life of an adventurer in this game can be quite lucrative. We'll save. There is a warning that I've been given now that the current version of the game might get a little bit finicky and not to save in buildings if using certain mods, which I am using certain mods. Fighters Guild. Of course, the guilds are lazy. They don't open for a while. Another pub here. Let's go ahead and grab that. The Beaver and the Bird. Great pub names. Does the game have any mithril? I suppose ebony is the Elder Scrolls equivalent of mithril. I was actually wondering, there was something I've read about mithril not too long ago, is that the Tolkien estate actually copyright claims it. I'm not sure how accurate that is. The odd blades. A fresh fruit pie sweetens the air. That's lovely. The Emperor's Potions, the Superior Bookstall, Daggerfall Metalworks, I just heard a cat meow, General Store. This is a bank. We are going to go there in a moment. Mordred Spices, Mordard Spices, the Restless Gin. Store is closed. Okay, Daggerfall's Best Tailoring is what it's called. All right. And the Lynx and Barbarian. Very interesting name. Yes, I'm using a mod, Primeval. The mod is Vanilla Daggerfall Enhanced. It tries to keep that kind of retro pixel look, but also maintains... I'm trying to think of the words. Maintains the vanilla look, but makes it cleaner on the eye. Just so it doesn't make you go utterly blind when you play. Also, I'm not sure what mod's done this. I have them, but this is a Daggerfall guard, but he's wearing the coat of arms of Daggerfall. I don't remember which mod I've got installed that gives them the proper uniform. Where do I want to go? I want to go to the bank. Meow. I just heard... Oh, there it is! That's the cat I'm hearing! Look! Kitty cat! Grab mode. I can't take it with me, sadly. Steal the cat. No, I can't steal the cat. Meow! Oh, lovely. That's a lot of people at this shop. So I want to be here. They got a guard and somebody else. Who are you? You're Denard Copperfield. All right. We got Booby Lady, Bland Man, or Man with Necklace. I'm going to cut in line and go to the Booby Lady. Oh, okay. Apparently she doesn't work here. She's just here. Banking. Right. So I have 2,000 gold. We are going to ask for a loan. And we are going to ask for a loan of, we'll say 8,000. I'm not going to abuse this. You can abuse the loan system in Daggerfall something fierce. And I do not have the intention of abusing game mechanics as this character. It's just not how I roll at the moment. There's only one game, really, where I completely and utterly start breaking things over my knee, and that's Morrowind. I don't know what it is about Morrowind, but I can't take that game seriously. As soon as I get into Morrowind, it's give me the best swords, armor, spells, all of it. Let me just break this game over my knee. I don't like doing that with Daggerfall. Give me 8,000. Loan due by Mundas, the 9th of Morningstar. I don't know when that is, but we are not going to worry too much about it. We're going to pop over to the general store. Laid out in a general and practical manner. I don't want to repair items, no. I want to go to his thing here. And he has for sale a horse and a small cart. So we're going to buy those. I don't think anything else here is what I'm going to want. So that is going to cost me 1660 gold. We now have a horse and a cart, which is very, very important. Now I need to remember the... Is it this? M is map. H, U, Y, T... Yes, it's T. T for travel. Horse and cart. I have a little mod, which means I can free look while I'm on the horse. And it kind of makes things travel a little bit differently as well. So we want to go to the blade shop, I believe. See how well that's laid out. Yeah, this is the perfect shop. Which means it has the best stuff. Now, yeah, we go. So it does have armor in here, just not mass amounts of it. Can we open this up? Oh, this goes upstairs. Oh, he's got he's got another story to his house. It's very messy. You got a pair of boots. Man, very messy house. What's in here? Potted plant. Oh, it's a little girl. She's got a doll, a rocking horse. Oh, hello, ma'am. Don't mind me. I'm just wandering around. This must be where he does his accounting. That's cool. Very nice. I don't think I've got a mod that affects interiors on. Let me see what's on this container here. I think he's more of a weaponsmith than he is an armor smith. An iron cuirass. Iron greaves. I want the cuirass, I believe. Let's see what else he's got. Nothing there. I've already looked on both of those. There's a thing here. I might try the other shop. I just want to get a bit more armor class. I'm forgetting. I want to go to the potion shop. Hello? 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 Here we are. Hello. Sorry about that. No. I want to look for potions. Rainwater, nectar, rubies, diamonds. You not just have potions that I can get? I mean, I can sell you stuff. But I want to buy actual potions. You know, I don't... Is this not... Do you not sell potions? Okay, let me sell you some stuff. Ingredients, you can have all this stuff here. And that is 211 gold. Sure, whatever. You think a unicorn horn would sell for a bit more. But no. I just want some potions. Elixir Vitae. Info. Doesn't actually tell me what the Elixir Vitae does. I don't know what it does. Rainwater, nectar, small tooth, silver, lead. Is this potionable stuff in here? We've got an organ for some reason. Alchemist that wants to be an organ player. Right, I was hoping I could find like a cure paralysis potion or a some such, like a cure poison, cure paralysis, but it's not the worst thing in the world. This looks like an armor, I think. Yes, this is more armor than weapons. Look at this unit. Looks like Andre from Dark Souls. Here we go. So we've got a helm, we've got some chain boots, chain gauntlets. Not quite what I'm looking for. A silver longsword, chain gauntlets. You know, there's not much up. There's not much tat around, is there? For a chap that wants to go. I mean, shops spawn stuff based on your level anyway, so this is his private abode. Can't go in here. I will buy some chain gauntlets. I will buy, not the helm, because I've got a nice golden helm. We'll get a chain left pauldron and boots. How much is this? 500. Fine. This is why we took the loan. And we will then go ahead and... oh, I pressed I. I still do that from time to time. Oh, I automatically equipped them. That's good. I was always confused too. I believe the churches do the alchemy for a fee, so I always assumed that it was just a cornered market. Oh, really? I go to temples to buy potions? How did I not know this? I'll be honest, this is the first time I've tried to prepare to go out. Usually I just save and reload if I get screwed over in a fight. But I think the temple is over here. Because that's the Mages Guild down there. I think this is the temple. Just over to the west. If I remember right. Oh, Lively Cities. That might be the mod that gives the Daggerfall guards the Daggerfall armor. Either way, I like the touch. Is this the temple? I do believe it is. I do believe... The Temple of Kinnereth. Yes, it is. Right, in we go. Hello, honey. Doing a very suspicious salute. I don't want to join the Temple of Kinnereth, no. That's cure disease. Buy... I might be able to buy a... oh, members only. Okay. Well met, stranger. Training. Do any of you sell potions? I can make spells with you. I can get quests from you. That's the color palette is sort of screwing with my eyes a little bit, especially this late at night. I believe this would have been a naked lady. You know, you got some temple prostitution here in the Temple of Kinnereth. Yeah, well met. Well met. And then there's this chap here. Very spoopy. Daedra Summoning. Of course. The Daedra Summoning guy is in the room with two naked chicks. Hi, man. You despise my kind. Okay. Bretons? I mean, I'm in Daggerfall. I'm in High Rock. High Rock is the home of the Bretons. Cadley, hello, sir. I'm all right. I checked out that book series you recommended to me, by the way, as an audio book while I was working. Not going to work. I think I'm going to have to read it, you know, manually, not listen to it via an audio book, because the names just got me lost, which is a fantasy problem more than anything. So I will have to... I liked the hook of it, but I'm going to have to read it rather than listen to it, which is going to present a problem for me. Right, so now that we've gotten that, we've got a bit of extra armor. We've got no potions, but it doesn't really matter too much. We've got the horse, we've got the cart. We are now going to go and join the Fighters Guild. Are they not open yet? There we go. They opened like a moment after I tried the door. Sarissa, that's a good point. Nature. Very nature. Hello, sir. Uthwain Hawksley. You're just here to hang around. Who are you? I would like to join the Fighters Guild. You look like the sort of warrior we could use in the Fighters Guild. We offer skills, training, special discounts on armor and weapon repairs. Okay. Thank you. I'm in the Fighters Guild. This is my favorite trainer. I use her a lot. I don't want repairs, but I want a quest. But what we'll do is I'm going to recover some stamina. Can I... Hello? Maybe I'm used to not having a mod there or something. This is why I stripped the mods back so I could actually, you know, try it. You check that book series. Actually, I have it downloaded, Ashray. I've got the series that you want me to read downloaded. I've just been a tad busy. You know, tad busy. I read the first 7 books and dropped it due to being overbearing. Then a year later, I listened to all 10 as audibles, and it was a lot easier. It might be because you'd already read the names, Cadley. I really had to try and figure out which name was what. But again, that is a me problem. Let's get a quest. Get a quest. I do have the Unity option enabled. By the way, if you do decide to play this game, guys, make sure you enable the option for small dungeons, and also this to sort of dip your little toe in before you go full force into the game, because it can get a little bit overbearing. My mini-me is doing good. He is with his mother at the moment in the bedroom, and I am out here having some fun for a bit. Right. The last time we streamed, we went giant killing. And we all know how well that turned out. So let's go find a mage. Looking for someone to rescue one of their own that got lost out in some cave. Yep. Head on down to the ruins of Gaersmith Tower. I'll mark it on your map if you can bring Elizabeth Masterslay. Oh, we've met a Masterslay before. Here in 15 days, 629 gold for you. Don't worry about whatever the mage was doing. Your job is to get her and yourself back here alive. So we need to go to the ruins of Gaersmith Tower. That's easily enough. Done. Nay. So we're going to get onto our card here. Whee! You're gonna stop. Stop! No! Stop! Stop this crazy horse! Either way, Daggerfall, find Gaersmith Tower. The ruins of Gaersmith Tower is all the way in the north of the country. It is going to take us 10 gold and 2 days to get there on horseback. We have a 16-day time limit. I know you just give me a hard time, Ashray, and I enjoy guilt-tripping you over that hard time. That was a weird sound that happened there. Right. Welcome to the ruins of Gaersmith Tower. Let's try and find the way in. Here it is. So we are going to have a quick Baldur stream save here. Keep an eye out, or an ear out, for whistling doors. It's very spooky. Oh, there are skeletons. Can you hear that? There's a fight going on between mobs. Okay, I'm amazed there's no secret door there. I can hear many skeletons. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's the mage. Come on, I got this hammer just for you two. Come on. For Stender! Ow! He might have the better of me. He might have the better of me. I took out the first one really, really easily. Ah! Well! Got my ass handed to me. I do like the death sequence for Daggerfall. We have to remember, We are level 1. And that is why we die horribly. Okay. Let's try this again. Hello, boys! Ow! 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 This mage is just hanging out in here with these 2 skeletons. Something that the modern day Elder Scrolls games can do a bit better. And I'm dead. I think I just turned on the old... Yeah, I've accidentally put the old... the old UI on. I think it's F11? Yeah, F11 is quick load. Okay. That was the true fate of every paladin. That was a short run. Good stream. Well, yeah, that's another thing. Once you've created a character, make a save, because it does not auto-save when you start the game. So if you die, you will have to start character creation all over again. I hear a fucking giant. Ow. You can stay in there. Stay in there. Hold them at the door. Then only one of them can get at me at a time. We hope my armor can take the brunt. Ow. 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 You see, I know it's possible because we did it the first time, Rad. Ow. Okay. Okay. We'll try the sword, although it shouldn't work better than the hammer. See? Okay. Okay, it should not work better than the hammer, but it does. Have another save. Hello. Come on. I think maybe it's just because my agility is higher with the sword. I honestly couldn't tell you why. The sword was doing better. I would have thought the hammer would do better. You see how little damage he's taking from the sword, though. Right, so... Oh, no, don't want that. I'll take these things to sell them. An Elven War Axe. Obviously, that's taken my shield away, so I'll put that back on. The dice said, oh, really now? Yes, they did. Because, you know, video games like this like to prove me a liar. Hello. You must be the mage I was sent here to get. Who's there? By my lady. Well met, Breton. I've been here for too long. I've convinced myself that the orc's blood I was sent to find does not exist at all. Please lead the way to the civilized world. You see, it's not just the players that have trouble with this game. The NPCs. The NPCs have trouble with this game also. That is not what you look like as the standing paper doll. Not at all. Right, we'll rest here for a couple hours. Just to get some HP. We'll talk with the mage for a bit. We'll have some more. You know, we'll have a proper save now we've found her. And we'll have a little bit of a look-see around. See if we can't find anything of value in the ruins of this tower. Because if you don't like dungeon delving, you won't like Daggerfall. Skeleton! I can kite you around a bit more than I could the other ones. Come up. Ow. Come on. Battling in a candle skull circle. I keep hearing very loud footsteps. And more skeletons. 3 to 16 damage and 3 to 12 damage. Well, we'll be taking all that. Oh boy! Rawr! Yes, you're very scary. Do your thing. Come on. Ow. Come on, then. Oh. This tower is a nightmare. All I can hear is screaming skeletons. Hey, Tim. How's it going? How you doing? Oh, thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. An iron saber and a potion of water walking. That could maybe prove handy at some point. I've attempted to try that on the sea because I've got a mod installed which is animated water. So I wonder if that code will actually function properly. We'll soon find out. This steel katana is actually far better than my steel saber. So we'll get rid of that. Katana it is. We're going to make that there. Okay. Game is saved. We need to rest for a little while just to heal. Get a little bit of health back. Level up! Finally level 2. It is a little bit longer to level a fighter character than a wizard character in this game. That is something to consider. Right. I do believe the best thing for us to do, I'd be one-off more damage, which is a real shame. But more into strength. Everything into strength at the moment. Because strength is damage. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. I might leave this dungeon. It's not worth it. Go on. Do your attack motion. Hotcha! 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 Spin! Spin! 360 no scope. It worked. It worked! That shouldn't have worked. And yet it did. Fantastic. He's got a steel saber. We'll take that. We'll sell it. Let's see what he was guarding, if anything. Oh, there is some treasure in here and some beds. 10 gold pieces, some red berries, and a rare symbol. I could have sworn I heard something. No. No, I did not. There is no secret door. Must have just been another ambient sound. Well, it's a fighter style character. There's not really a paladin class, so to speak. You have to make it on your own. You're just delving deeper and deeper into the bowels of Gaersmith Tower. And it's not helping us all that much. Just ever downward spirals. Continuing down. Continuing down! That jump scared me. That actually jump scared me. I'm ashamed to say. Oh, there's loads of you in there. Yeah. Come on. You're just a bat. Kill the 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 bat. You actually let the bat hit you. That's embarrassing. There's a door here. A dungeon here. Of course there's a dungeon here. We're in the dungeon. There's a little bit more health. Where's this taking us? Somewhere we've been before? No. Another one. Yeah. 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 Okay. Made short work of that guy. An elven longsword. I like it. What does that do? 3 to 17 damage. Okay. That is better than the steel katana. Longsword. Oh, that's pretty. Long swords are superior, as they say. I will say that the elven longsword is not Daggerfall vanilla. This particular one is from the diverse weapons mod, which just makes weapons look different to one another. All right, Mr. Lowe, have a good evening, and good luck with the launch of your TTRPG on the morrow. Hello, GPA. How are you, sir? If you have not yet, everyone, please do consider liking and subscribing to the channel here. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. We're going back up. Interesting. Ow! Fucking bats! I believe material also has a bonus to hit to it. I'm not sure where Elven is on that. It's not like later games where... Oh! Oh! We're back up here. Isn't this where I found her? Yeah, she was stood right here. Okay, I guess that is as good a sign as any for us to make a move. Get back to the Fighters Guild. Solemn whispers languish in the gloom. That's comforting. Yeah, it's this way. There's the exit, boys. We did it. I kind of want to know what's in that room. It's a rat! Kill the rat. He's dead. It's another rat! Kill the rat. He's alive? He's dead. There's some treasure in here. 5 gold and a holy dagger. What's this do? Ow! Okay. Hurts. That's what that does. It also opened a secret door. Does this just take me to where I've already been? I think it does. Yeah. What? Not the best secret door in the world. Any more secret doors? Don't think so. No other secret doors. Well, that was a bit of a waste. Do you wish to access your wagon? No, we're just going to leave. An open grave yawns in your path. That's fantastic. Upside down tower is kind of cool. I agree. What does this do? Puts hand in fire. Very true. Very true. We are going to leave now. Now that I've embarrassed myself. And misspelt Daggerfall. Yes. And let's hope that I don't arrive there during the night. Good. Put your sword away. Where have I come in from? The same place as last time. Handy. Handy dandy. All secret doors must go to the old rectory. I once lived in an old rectory. Yes, my address included the old rectory. Many, many years ago, when I was but a poor boy from a poor family, and my life was spared from a monstrosity. Actually, hold on. We can just sell to this guy quickly. Hello. I know you're not the best guy to sell to, but we will get rid of the steel staff, the war axe, katana, saber and saber, plus these leather boots. We'll also get rid of the rare symbol and holy dagger. That should do. That's 3,000 gold. Quite easy to get gold in this game. It's not really a limiting factor. What's that? It's just a snow-covered bush. Okay. Are these guys open yet? They are. I'm stuck on a chair. Stuck in a chair. Okay. Hello. Hey, Elizabeth Masterly. Glad to see you above ground. I'm Mordor Yamecroft. Baldur and I are from the Fighters Guild. Well, you don't say. You head on back home. Remember who kept you safe now, you hear? Great job getting the job done. Great job getting the job done. Writing. These people have families, you know. I wish I could pay you more. 629 gold pieces for Baldur. Brilliant. It's also good. So the new condition of that. Okay. Pretty much everything has new condition. That's very good. Don't want things breaking on me mid-dungeon crawl. Ah, heretic. How's it going? No. My sleeping pattern is a little bit buggered, which is why I'm playing Daggerfall at 2:30 in the morning. That's why. Because, you know, I'm on paternity leave at present, and I needed to do something productive, and playing game and streaming game is the productive thing that I can do. Which, by the way, guys, if you want to throw a super chat my way, you just go right ahead and do that. I don't know if I'll be able to see it from where I'm doing all this, but that's always appreciated. It's like busking on the side of the street. You once lived for a brief time in an old keep that had been turned into apartments on the south coast of England. Without a doubt, the coolest apartment I have ever had or like will ever live in again. That's really cool. The current property I'm in, I don't want to dox myself, so I won't say too much, but the current property I'm in is one of the oldest buildings in town. Very characterful. Pretty great. That's all I'm going to say, because it's not a famous building, but it is iconic enough that people that know the area might be able to find it. Let's get another quest. Giant rodents, house guest, giant killing, runaway pet. Training battle zombie. Nah. I want to do another dungeon. Some idiot knight went down into a hole to kill some tigers, and one of them was too tough. And not only did the knight run away like a wimp, but he lost an important personal possession too. He's paying gold if someone can bring it back to me. You in on this one? Sure. The place is called Hearthslide's Guard. I'll mark it on your map. Apparently most of the tigers were wiped out, or so the guy said. I don't know what you're going to find in there, but your job is to bring back some bracer, okay, that he accidentally dropped during the scuffle. It might be wrapped in a bag. If you can have it back to me in 5 days, he'll have 211... Okay, this is not a good quest. 211 gold, 5 days, Hearthslide's Guard. Off we go. Obviously, they don't think this quest is too difficult. Hearthslide's Guard. Oh, it's not too far away at all. We will travel recklessly. Oh, it's the same either way. Off we go. That was a weird loading sound that happened then. Let's swim across this lake quickly. There's a catapult. Look at that. Find our way into the keep. There it is. Okay, got a slightly different style of dungeon. Let's have a go. Oh, it's a rat. Hello. Come here, then. I can already hear tigers. Come on. I can hear a tiger from this direction. It's in this room. Hello? It's a bear. You're not a tiger at all. One shot. Heyo. I just one-shot a bear. Yeah, Daggerfall is something that does not fade from memory easily. Whole tigers, not whole tigers. The knight is admitting to cowardice. Fire him. That's pretty merciful for you, Ashray. Cowardice or strategic retreat, and the deeming of the task being low enough for him to delegate it to a minor knight below his station. That just hurts my feelings, Sarissa. I don't run away. I simply choose to advance in a different direction. Now whole bears! Dakutu, welcome to the stream. I don't think I recognize your name. One of the mods I refuse to uninstall is Think to Vision attacks. That rebalances combat systems to make your chance of success at any such action depend more on your attributes and skills and equipment. That's fair enough. I did try an overhaul combat mod not too long ago, but eventually I decided just to strip everything back to sort of like a vanilla plus. It's just how I've been playing the game since. I had a massive mod list. It just got in the way. And I found that I was enjoying things a little less because the core gameplay loop of Daggerfall is kind of hitting the dopamine receptors that I like. Have you ever played Legend of Grimrock? No, I have not. You referring to doing so from the catapult? Brilliant. Fantastic. Well, I wouldn't want you to lose your touch, Ashray. Spider! That could be paralysis. Stay. Ashray, look away. I'm going to kill a spider. Okay, he tried to paralyze me, but I saved. Jesus saved me. RN Jesus. Spiders. he just. Did anyone else see that? He ended up going up the terrain. There he is. Hey, buddy. You're looking very... What are you doing up there? Get down here so I can hit you. Ah! Oh! Ah! 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 There's loads of them. Okay, there's one down. I'm going to save after each spider because this is... yeah. Oh, well, I'm glad you decided to join the stream. Welcome. How are you finding it? There's like 7 other spiders back here. He's stuck up there still. Yeah, hello, buddy. Yeah, you're very intimidating at this level. Oh, you're both up here. Can you come down here, please? Guys? Hello? I think they're a bit confused. I don't particularly want them to remain here, though, because it could be that they drop down on me at a very inopportune moment. I can hear an animal over there. Is it over here that I can get to them? Hey, guys. Ah! Ah! Ow! 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 That was a mistake. You know what? You guys can stay up there. Okay. Is there a tiger back here? Can I say? Can I rest a little bit? Just a little rest. Just a little one. Ah! I don't think this is the tiger that I want. But I did one-shot it, though. Lesser knight, my ass. I think I actually disallowed this character from using ranged weaponry, Dakota. To try and get some of my... Did I do that in the end? Yep. Forbidden weaponry, missile weapon. Baldur is a melee combatant only. I keep hearing, like, tiger noises and then not finding a tiger. How far down does this go? This is something you don't really get in modern games where the dungeons just continue and become labyrinthine. Hello, tiger. Are you what I've been hearing, maybe? Ow. You hit hard. And he's dead. Any bracers down here? No, the hole just keeps going. Have I found, like, am I going to find a Balrog down here? Am I just going too deeply, too green? Actually, I think it's about to go on its way back up. I think I've hit the end. Hello? I found a camp. There's a rat. Am I still healthy? Yeah. I found some treasure down here. 18 gold pieces in a campfire. Another rat. I was not expecting to be climbing all the way down this hole to find a campfire and some gold pieces. Some kind enough the tiger was to wait down the tunnel while you slept for hours. Yeah. Also, might I recommend immersive climbing? Gives you actual feedback while climbing. I very much appreciate that. You may actually. I haven't. I think do I have climbing as a skill? I think it might be miscellaneous. It's definitely not my major. Yeah, I think it's just miscellaneous for this run. I do have mysticism, which I think has levitate in it in this game. But we'll cross these bridges when we come to them, you know. I'm suddenly not in a cave system anymore. These walls always are quite fun. Whee! I'm hearing another tiger. Might be a bear. Wouldn't be the first. I honestly don't know my tigers from my bear. It's a bear. One shot the bear. Just gonna make sure I've not missed a secret door or something. I don't think I have. There was that tunnel down there we didn't take, but you know, the road's non-travel, you know. Continuing forth. There's blood. There's more blood. Have I just... Okay, I've looped around. This has just taken me back to the entrance, which is good, actually. Because now what I'll do is go back. Because no, it's not down that way. Those spiders are still up there. Is this the way that I didn't go last time? Yes, we'll check down here then. Door. Ramps upward. Okay, we went downward a lot last time. Yeah, we found an empty room, which is a dead end. So if we go out here, then we'll go left at the ramp. That's where we haven't been yet. And you know what? We'll have a quick little breather, just a little one. The shadows seem to change shape. What? I think that might just be the ambient text mod deciding to fuck with me, which is not appreciated. There's just something about Daggerfall as a bear over there that really does scare me. I think it's just these old retro games. There's something about them that makes them a little bit more uncanny valley. Seems more and more that whole bears and whole pussies. I did not intend that innuendo. I really hope once those games give you an option for 3D maps in the Wayward Realms. 3D maps are way... I'm glad you say that, Dakoto, because I said this when I started the stream. I like the 3D maps. I like the 3D maps an awful lot. Oh. Didn't one-shot that bear. Two-shot that bear, but he didn't get any attacks off on me. There's also... I like the way these cave looks. I still think Daggerfall holds up. Is it just me that I think Daggerfall holds up as like a graphical game? Door. Remember, guys, we came here for 200 gold. Not worth it. Spider! Spider! Don't do it! Oh, I saved. Fuck you. I saved again. Fuck you. Ha ha! Yeah, I have no cure paralysis on me, and I hope to God I don't get a disease. I am only a day away from the capital, though, so if I do get diseased, it shouldn't matter too much. I also have a mod on which warns me before I rest, so that if I have a disease, it will say, hey, if you rest right now, you'll likely just die in your sleep. Which is why we are taking multiple save slots. Oh, well, now we're here. Okay. So I haven't been down that way. So if I carry on, I need to go like the fork bear right. I might have fucked that up. Yeah. Takes me that way around. So I want to get somewhere I haven't been before. Where have I not been? This will take me all the way up here. But if I go downwards, it'll take me back to the entrance. That's somewhere I've not been. So do I actually want to go down? I don't remember. I think I do actually want to go down, across, and then left. This part of the 3D map's getting a bit confusing. I'll give people that. Here we go. This is the place with the campfire. This brings me around to the left. Okay. I haven't been down this direction yet. Or did this just give me a dead end? I don't remember. Spider! Hey, one-shot the spider. Now where are you taking me? Is that a tiger? Tiger! Ow! Don't kill me! Body has no treasure. But if I hide down here quickly, next to this spider corpse, I can rest a couple hours. Honestly, I think I might fail this quest because I've rested too much. It took me a day to get here, right? It's going to take me a day to get back. I don't think... Thinking about it, I might have already failed. Oh, within 5 days' time. I misread. We might be okay. You know what I've not come across yet? A locked door. Dream is great. When I first tried Daggerfall, I used Dream. I'd see a GPA. I did try Dream. But I just like the retro pixel look. Do I have a cure poison potion? I don't think I do. Oh, I do. I do indeed. You know what, man? Thanks for keeping an eye out for me. Appreciate that. Another fire? Oh, look what we found. And a lot of tiger and bears. But they're in the ceiling. That's quite funny. So we've got a map. To the Gaersmith Graveyard. If people would like to take a note of where this map leads us to, the Gaersmith Graveyard, that would be fantastic. And whilst you're taking that note, go ahead and drop a like on the stream. That'd be lovely. Gaersmith Graveyard. Can I get to this? The bag is rather conspicuous. You grab it and open it, find the bracer inside. This must belong to the knight. Right, do I get to fight you guys? You're all stuck. Oh, go. There comes the bear. Hiya! Right, one bear dealt with. Tiger! Tiger dealt with. Come on, buddy. Come on. Fight this bear on the ceiling. Hey ho, hey, hey ho ho. Got him. Whatever night came through here was a disgrace. The only real threatening stuff in here were the spiders. And whatever's making that ghostly noise. And whatever put these skulls on spikes. Hey! A locked door! Let's get the hammer out. To an empty room. And no secret entrances? No. Well, boys and girls, we've done the dungeon. Now, unlike Skyrim, you sky babies, we actually have to find our way out. Ceiling tigers rule over whole tigers. It's a literal... Ceiling cat is watching you masturbate. Oh, man, I'm old. Oh, I'm old. Am I allowed to make that joke on YouTube? What's through here? Nothing. I remember. Oh, hey, Brewwolf. I love how Daggerfall just shoves bears and tigers in dungeons, in closets, or on precarious ledges on walls. To be fair to Daggerfall, Brewwolf, the quest text did say this was like a bear cave and a tiger cave. Stingy cobwebs fill the... Stringy, not stingy. Because there's lots of spiders in here too. That's what the ambient text is telling me. And this texture here is supposed to be like cave wall texture. There's a bear? Yeah, there's a bear in that closet. That was a closet bear. That was a closet bear. Also, one thing I like about Daggerfall is how the icon sprites for weapons still have the spaces for hands. I think I actually want to go left. Yeah, left will take me home, yes. Not that way. Where was it? It is this way. Was it this way? Or have I just gone back the way I bloody came? I have. That takes up. Oh no, then I want to not go that way. I want to go up. Again, the 3D map reigns supreme. I don't see why people don't like it. I mean, I do, but I like it. It's okay. In the later dungeons, I guess it gets very convoluted very quickly, but I'm doing okay. I'm a lumberjack. Hold on. No, I haven't screwed myself over. It's this way. No? Right there. Do you wish to access your wagon and stay in Harsley's Guard? No. I never want to come here again. That was terrifying. And this is Daggerfall, and we travel. I think we've come in at the same spot again. We haven't. We've come in from the other side because we were traveling from that side. So we need to go all the way over here. Lovely Christmas music. Which is nearly required as a Sky Baby for whom Daggerfall is his new favourite Elder Scrolls game because of everything it offers. I resent that remark. I don't resent it too much, Dakota. I started with Oblivion. Technically, I started with Morrowind. But Oblivion was my game. Oblivion's an awkward middle child. Because after Morrowind kind of stripped out the simulatory aspects of this game, you went into Oblivion, which tried to add them back in. It's another bank. And a courier steps up to you with a letter. I was told to give... this is Lady Brisiana. We'll read that in just a minute. That's our next quest. So after Morrowind stripped out the simulation aspects of the game. By the way, I love Morrowind. Fantastic game. Oblivion tried to add them back in. And I think it was the last honest attempt Am I still healthy? Yeah. It was the last honest attempt at a game trying to have a simulated world with scheduling and whatnot. But it did it in a very different way. There's a tower over there on that hill. Look, that's one of the mods. A very different way to Daggerfall. Because Daggerfall was very much a large-scale simulation. And I think Wayward Realms is going to kind of take the direction of Daggerfall and just multiply it. So they can be a little bit more granular than this game is able to be. I knew you'd do it. I even told that knight to bring me the money ahead of time. That's how sure I was of you. I wasn't very sure. I thought I'd rested too long. So your money's here. Enjoy it. 211 gold pieces. Thank you. Which gold actually weighing stuff in this game is pretty cool. I started with Daggerfall, the PC Gamer demo CD version. Played that so much till I saved my allowance and got the box version. Related, glad to see demos becoming a thing again. There is a demo that is out and about at the moment called Ardenfall, which I have downloaded and I intend to play a little bit. Maybe I'll bring it up on the Wayward Roundtable. I say tomorrow, but it's actually today now because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Let me go over to... Actually, what is my skills? Primary. Long blade's at 47. Blunt is at 43. I do seem to start using my blunt weapons. We're not going to take another Fighters Guild... hold on. Because... Oh, it's a sword. Look at that. We're not going to take another Fighters Guild quest just yet. I'm going to run over to the pawn shop quick. And we're going to sell off some stuff. Apparently I unequipped my thing. Is it in my wagon? Did I not? Oh, no. No, I wouldn't have a load of gear, would I? Because it was all Beastie Boys. What you got? Elva Wakazashi? Bracelet, mark, bandage. A tower shield. I could get the tower shield. +4 to armor. Double the armor of the shield. I don't have any chest armor at the moment. So you know what? I will buy that. 250 gold. It's probably more than I should be paying. But it doesn't matter in the long run. Alright, we'll save. Baldur stream. Okay, so let's see what Lady Brissienna wants from us. Lady Brissienna Magnuson. Just got to use... There we go. I heard about your accident at sea. Excuse me. Let me have a little drink of water first. Pawn shop? Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I said. I heard about your accident at sea and feared the worst. Now I've heard you're alive and well. I would like the opportunity to meet with you and discuss our beloved Emperor's mission in Iliac Bay. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lady Magnuson, the Emperor's agent at the court of Daggerfall. My position is not so official as an ambassador. None but other agents of the Emperor know of my true affiliation. The Iliac Bay is rife with rebels against the Imperial throne, so your discretion is required. For the purpose of our meeting, I will take a room at an inn, the Crimson Dungeon in Yeoman Court of Daggerfall, for a month. After that, I will no longer be available. I will expect you as soon as possible. So we need to go to the Crimson Dungeon, Yeoming. Where's the... I need to get a new keyboard. Yo Mingen. Ha. It's not too far away. So we've got, nearly 4 grand. So off we go. Right. Which one's this one? Oh, Crimson Dungeon. We just immediately find it. Oh, see you, Sarissa. Thanks for coming. And cheers. Thanks for the congrats. Appreciate it. I wonder how many people come into these streams and just like, what is everyone congratulating him for? We just had a baby boy. He's asleep in the other room. In fact, after playing Daggerfall for a while, I tried Morrowind, and call me a heretic all you want, but I hate it because all I see is the start of Todd's shitification of the IP. Look, I'm gonna let me say this now, and I want you to hear me out. Todd Howard is actually a good game designer in certain respects because it's all sort of relative, but games in the Elder Scrolls and like Bethesda games in general have gotten worse the less access people have had to Todd, which is really funny because it's sort of everyone blames Todd, and they should, but really they should be blaming the corporate culture that has happened around him, which I don't really think he's got much control over. That isn't to say that I agree with everything that comes out of his beautiful, beautiful mouth and those stunning, cold, baby blue eyes. Sell me Skyrim again, Todd. Sell it to me again. Anyway. Water. The baby is also awaiting growing up to be able to be brought into Sorcerer. He is a smart boy. He's already doing things that he shouldn't be doing at his age. I also have a mod for the inn specifically that turns off the nudity. Apologies if you were looking forward to nudity, but I'm on YouTube. She's around here somewhere. She's around here. Oh, little thing. That's lovely. I believe this is from a mod. The mod itself is the tavern's redone or something. Is there a downstairs portion? Or is she just broken because of the mod? It was the Crimson Dungeon, wasn't it? Am I missing something? Lady Brisiana! Have I missed something entirely? The Fighters Guild? I'm in the Citadel of a Bone Arm. Okay. Is around here in the Crimson Dungeon somewhere. You're not her. Lovely fire. Sell me Skyrim like your French CEOs. Brilliant. I think my mod may have screwed with Brisiana a little bit. Oh, no, I don't want to steal. For she is not here. She is not here. She's not down in these rooms, is she? I've not missed her in some way, shape, or form. No, she's definitely not in those rooms. Am I going mad? She's definitely not in that room. She's not around here. And there is not a third room. Considering our pastimes, I think you'd like Weeberfall mod series because it gives all the MPs really. Look, I have seen Weeberfall. I will admit, I was tempted. I am willing to admit that, but I'm trying to be better with the whole anime booba stuff. I'm trying. All right, like the boy needs a good role model, and his dad can't be thirsting over 2D women anymore. And I'll be honest, the last 9 months, you know, with the wife being pregnant, has meant that my, I'm not going to get too much into this, actually. I'm going to attempt to get a room. I'll have a room for a day. Thank you, sir. And I'm going to hope that if I wait 24 hours... can I not click this bed? Is this not how this works? I'm sure this is how this works. Or was this a mod? Okay, I'm sure I used to be able to click beds. Right, we're going to rest here for a while, and we're going to go for, I don't know, we'll do 18 hours. Must have been a mod. Fighting off zombies in an airplane that's crash landing. Oh, Resident Evil, nice. Never really did Resident Evils growing up. Never really my sort of thing. I mean, there's only one 3D woman that I thirst after. Only one. Your mom. Ha ha! No, that would be my wife. No, okay. I think that my mods could possibly be playing havoc with Brissiana appearing. I'm sure I'm in the right area. The Crimson Dungeon, Yeoman Court of Daggerfall. Which this is, I'm pretty sure. The Crimson Dungeon. No, put your hammer away. She should be in here somewhere. So what I might need to do is deactivate the mod. Come into the thing. There was a warning that mods might screw with NPC quest locations. But there's another thing I can do. So bear with me momentarily whilst I do that thing. So tele to Q spawn. Right. We're going to do it this way. Because I think it might be broken. Which is fair. Fair enough. Tele to Q spawn. Should take me. She should be here. She should be right here. I just rappelled down there. I didn't even know rappelling was a thing. But I just did it. Right, I'm going to save that. I'm also going to do a quick save. I'm going to do no clip. What is no clip? Is it TLC? What's no clip? Actually, I have a mod for this. What am I doing? Useful console commands. Here we go. Yeah, Crimson Dungeon does sound like a brothel building name, doesn't it? What Jack almost got into was how his wife being pregnant. Yeah, less jogging outdoors together. Very true. Right, let me find... teleport. Okay. So what I'm going to have to do is leave the tavern. In fact, it's just reminded me that I shouldn't be saving within buildings at the moment because of the bugs. I'm going to have to exit the game. Do bear with me. Ladies and gents, you're about to see the background here. Lucky you. I'm going to go into my mod manager. Vortex. And I believe it is the tavern mod that is screwing up Brisienna's appearance here. So we are going to go to my mods. Tavern, redone. We're going to disable that just for a moment. Okay. And then we will reopen Daggerfall Unity. In the hope that this works. Yeah, I did see that, but I think this might be the errors may claw. Yeah, thank you. That's all right. That's all right. This is fine. It's a little bit of jank. It's a little bit of jank. Just gonna make sure that the stream is actually streaming what I want it to. It looks like it is. Right, here we go again. The tavern is now very different. And making less sense than it did. What is this? Oh, hello, my love. Nice to see you put some clothes on. I'm glad the no nudity. And now we're back out here. Everyone's just sort of looking at me. This man is like the saxophone guy from way back when, you know, the meme. Anyway. Oh, there's another lady of the night. How you doing? You see, I actually have no issues with like prostitution mechanics in games like this because it's part of the sword and sorcery stuff. If you ever read like a David Eddings book, it's all over it. Okay. Yes, this is how taverns work. Lady Brisienna, hello. I have had to alter time and space to be able to find you. Yeah, this is low jank. Very low jank. But that's DOS for you. I understand why you would do that, Dakota. I don't have the patience. And this mod list is so light anyway that I didn't think anything would break. But there we go. Something broke. There we go. So she's going to tell me that it's best to go and talk to lots of different royal families because her position at court is in danger. And so she's leaving. All of that for some optional story stuff. Right. Do that, do that. We're going to exit the game. We're going to put the mod back on. Strawberry cheesecake. The lady tonight was doing actual yoga there. Yeah, I mean, she does yoga at night. What do you think I meant? You didn't think I meant anything untoward, do you? You're not going to just besmirch that lady's honor. Okay, this should hopefully... hopefully be where we're going now. Let's see if this works. We'll put things back to where it should be. Baldur stream. And you know, maybe think right. Let's just make sure that's functional. Oh, there's more. She's up there now. Brisienna. Do you know what I just went through to fix this? And now you have the audacity to stare down upon me. There are actually more NPCs in here now too. So I think it may have been a problem with the mod overall. It is what it is, I suppose. You know, it obviously is being sexualized here because it was made by people from that culture, but nudity isn't inherently sexual. In fact, it was often used to represent purity. That is a very wise thing to say. I'll also say the idea of sexualizing something is a very modern gender theory idea. I'm pretty sure you can trace that back to Simone de Beauvoir. And her homosexual lover that went around Africa doing things to African boys. I'm going to see if that lady that was doing yoga has spawned in, because I think that what happened was the spawns weren't set up correctly the first time the mod was loaded, and that's what was screwing stuff, because he wasn't there before. He was not. There's loads more people now. The cross-legged lady's gone, but doesn't matter too much. I think that term itself, sexualized, has done a lot of damage to the way people perceive certain aspects of the human form. It can be useful, but I think for sword and sorcery, and Daggerfall is a sword and sorcery game, there is a tradition of what I call sexy sword and sorcery. If you've been part of the channel for a while, you may have heard me talk about it, where it's actually sort of important for Adonis and Aphrodite to kind of take the forefront of the stage for sword and sorcery. It's why a lot of modern Dungeons and Dragons stuff falls flat, because it's not allowing the aesthetic of sword and sorcery to come to the fore. It's instead kind of forcing this modern ugliness, this trying its best to not offend and to be clean and safe, down people's throats, which is quite funny. Okay, so where we... There's a juggler! Hello! Look at him go! Although this is something that I think modern day games have lost, is this medieval attire with like the lederhosen and the tunics. It's something I enjoy quite a bit. So you can get sort of like the sword and sorcery sexy aesthetic, like with this lady, like she got the leg out, whilst also maintaining a good medieval design. Jokes on them, I'm Lothian and Drow. Everything is because I embrace my degeneracy. Yeah, well, you're just you, Ashray. Also, in a lot of different cultures, sex was actually sacred, which, contrary to what some people would have you believe, meant they were very strict on what sexuality. Yeah. So, one thing I always find interesting, I myself, I make no secret of the fact that I'm a Catholic. I've been quite bad at going to church lately because the wife has had issues with the incense and the breathing with the pregnancy because her lungs were crushed by the boy. I'm getting myself lost. But there's a Catholic nun from 300-400 years ago, which I often recommend people read. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. But she wrote very erotically about her relationship with God. And you've also got examples of there's a sculpture. If you Google this sculpture, it's a beautiful sculpture. It's called The Ecstasy of Saint Therese, and it's of this Spanish nun who had a vision of an angel stabbing her repeatedly in the heart with a golden arrow. The symbolism should be quite obvious there. I'm not saying that it is mostly... I'm not saying it's exactly what was going on, but Eros is not a dirty thing. The types of love, agape, Eros, and there was another as well, which it's 20 past 3 in the morning. You're going to have to give me a little bit of leeway. There's a lot you can do in terms of even Christian theology that embraces the physical, which is more sort of Catholic and Eastern Orthodox theology. It's really only Protestant Puritanism, which is funny. I trace a lot of modern postmodernism right back to the 95 Theses or 99 Theses or whatever they are of Martin Luther on the door of, is it Wittenberg? I don't remember. Nailing his Protestant points, his Lutheran points to the church doors. Because what he actually did, you've got me rambling, Dakota, you've got me monologuing, but what he actually did was he kicked off postmodernism. He was an iconoclast heretic in the same way that the ancient iconoclasts were, but they lost. He won. And what he became was the genesis of stripping away the character of the culture and of the religion that he was trying to reform. So you got, in my country with the Reformation, you got the saints being removed off of the churches and smashed up, and you got the stained glass and the incense, everything being stripped back and taken to its core roots and deconstructed, if you like. You had cathedrals become a lot more bare. You had these beautiful paintings adorn them for 1,000 years, 1,500 years beforehand, stripped away to the grey stone. And you do have some of this in Catholic tradition with the Trappists and Cistercians, who I actually spent a lot of time with in my youth. I would stay at a Cistercian monastery. But it's this stripping back of the character of the thing, which I then trace all the way down its line, down the heritage to the sort of the postmodernists, your Carl Jungs and your Simone de Beauvoir's and another name that's on the tip of my tongue, very famous atheist. I can see his face, can't say his name. Very famous British atheist. Cannot for the life of me remember his name. Not Dawkins, he's far too soon. I'm talking sort of 1970s, 1960s guy. But all of this philosophy, you can kind of trace it down through the centuries. And then you end up today with this kind of Protestant Puritanism of anti-sex, anti-sexuality, anti-the 2D beauties, based around this idea of rejecting sin. And it even crops up in sort of atheist circles of today, which I find fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. And I'm rambling completely now. I do apologize. We were playing a fun video game, and I started talking about theology and philosophy. Oh, dear. No exceptional charismatic people in modern aesthetic. Everyone must be unthreatening averages. What I find, Tim, is a lot of the issue with like modern representations of fantasy medieval cultures is that it just happens to be Californians and dress up. I married a Californian, and I do appreciate it when she dresses up. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But it's just like when you don't want to be going to like a Ren Fair thing. You want to believe these people are around. Like Peter Jackson managed to do that very aptly with his films. But even then, I think there's a whole raft of problem with the Peter Jackson films of Lord of the Rings, because now everything, when people think of Lord of the Rings, is through his art direction. When really, the art direction of Lord of the Rings would be so much improved if everyone kind of dropped Peter Jackson's art direction and went for Ted Naismith's art direction. If you haven't heard of Ted Naismith, look him up. His Lord of the Rings art is absolutely fantastic. Ted Naismith, I think, is brilliant for mythological fantasy. I think if you could meld Frank Frazetta, Ted Naismith, and again, it's very late or very early in the morning for me. Caldwell, someone Caldwell's art, and Julie Boris and Julie Vallejo. If you could meld all of their art styles into one glorious art style, it would either be awful or it would kick ass. I promise I'm not just flexing my fantasy credentials. I honestly think that it is some of the best fantasy art out there. Oh no, a sword on the floor. Right, where are we at? It's 3:30 in the morning. It's 3:30 in the morning. Do I continue for a little while? Do you know what? We'll do a small quest. Let's go kill a training zombie. A zombie in a house, kill it, get payment. It's in the Buckingcroft residence. Okay. Hello. Can you tell me work things people where is it? Oh, that's not what I want at all. Okay, I guess I have to go and talk to someone outside about it. Hi, friend. By the miss, it's you. What is it? I'll be blunt with you. I'm looking for... Huh. Is it already on my map? Did they already? No. Oh. I thought it would be in town, but it might actually be... That's too many buckings. No, I'm being silly. It's the Buckingcroft residence. When they speak like that, it's a property in town. You're a Breton as well. You're in High Rock. Bless my lord. What is it? Oh, you're nice. Can you? I think the game is bugged again. I think it's trying to send me back to the Fighters Guild because this is Gaersmith, I think. I don't want Mordor Gaersmith. I'm trying to get to Mordor. No, I'm trying to get to the Buckingcroft residence. Okay. That's not what I'm trying to do at all. General. Ah, Buckingcroft residence. There it is. Why would you want to help me? We're in the Fighters Guild together. We plight. Excuse me, Baldur. I actually have a life to lead. Oh, you're a dick. Excuse me, my lady. You're busy, are you? I'll be blunt then. Where's the Buckingcroft residence? Hey, on the map. You're a darling. What was your name? Bella Divera Halfton. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you being kind enough. It's really close by too. Northwest. Northeast. East? I thought you said west. Off we go. Actually, I can just do it this way. Info mode. It's a residence. I think. Residence. I think it might be this one. Residence. Maybe not. That one. Jump! I can't get over this. Can I climb over it? Hey! There it is. Right, you need to find the door. I'm going to try and get it with the hammer. Because I don't want to accidentally level up a skill to 100. I'm way far away from that, but... Here we go. Come in. My lady, apparently you have a zombie problem. Is it up here? Nope. I can hear it. This always reminds me of a certain piece of equipment from a certain subculture. There you are. Ow. I forgot zombies in this game. I like Oblivion zombies. They hurt. Save. Also make sure we oversave that. Alright, try this again. Oh, it's in there. He came out the door and immediately clobbered me. I mean, it's doable. Got him again. And ow. Oh, wrong button. Damn it. You have more of a zombie problem than they do at present. Did I miss anything important? Wasn't it type Lord of the Ring on the movie aesthetic shouldn't appear on the Oxford Tolkien Network? I don't. I like the movie aesthetic. I just think it's not the best one. I don't think it's the best one at all. I actually. Right, here we go again. He's in that door. Go on. I'm making this harder on myself by using the hammer. Ow. You know what sort it is. Apparently using the hotbar means I don't wait to draw the weapon, which is a bit of a cheese. Not sure I like that. There we go. I'm much better at swords. Zombie is dead and you're alive. Time to return to the Fighters Guild. I'm barely alive. I'll take these to sell. Anything interesting in here? No, there's just a zombie in a closet. Uh-oh. Bear with me. Bless me. I do apologise. Yeah. I've gone all stream without a sneeze. But the zombie was too much. It made me sneeze. Excuse me. Right, that might have affected the microphone somewhat, so if it does, let me know and I'll fix it. Clippity, cloppity, clippity, cloppity. Right. We did it. Oh, they're going to give me a longsword or a mace. I'll take the mace. None. Wagon? Okay, turn the wagon off, then I can take the I'm dual wielding. That's not what I want. I want a F6. What I'll do is I'll change that to there, because this is 1 to 12 damage, which is less damage, but it's silver. I think silver is a better material than steel, so it should hit more often, I believe. Well, I like the Lord of the Rings movie aesthetic. I just wish it would stay dead, because they're now saying they're going to make, more Lord of the Rings films, and that's not going to go well. Let's rest until fully healed in the Fighters Guild. Oh, it teleported me up here. Cool. Right. It is. We're here. You hear how Mace died in Star Wars? He went out through the window. If my mods were online, I'd get them to ban you. That was awful. That was truly, truly awful. We've been playing for hours. And we only made it to level 2. Let me just check something here. Let me just give a little check on something. We have 12 likes. I'm impressed. That's very good. Right. Other than that, as I say, oh, you're still a mod. Ban yourself. I forgot you were a mod. Don't actually ban yourself. That would be a terrible idea. So, what do we think, boys and girls? Are we happy with this? Should I do another one at some point? Excuse me. Because this is kind of my downtime game a lot of the time, is I will just boot up Daggerfall and I will screw around. I hardly ever actually touch the main quest, so maybe I shall do so this time around. Curious if it would let you. Sometimes, the saying, curiosity killed the cat. Satisfaction brought it back. Don't actually do that. That'd be a bad idea. Other than that, I think we're doing all right. We've got, out of that loan we took, we've got, nearly $4,000 still. There is a little bit of a delay between me asking a question and actually getting through the chat. I'd watch it. If I can ever figure out how to actually do anything, I might even enjoy playing it. Yeah, well, do keep an eye out for these streams, Dakuto, because, as I say, they're a little bit impromptu when I do these. And it took me a little while, actually, to figure out how to put the chat on screen, because I'm not very technically minded. Not very technically minded at all. And just as a reminder to everyone that tomorrow, or today even, at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's 9 p.m. British time, we are doing a big Wayward Realms roundtable discussion with Joe, Paladin Joe, from the Wayward Radio, and the AVV Gaming. He's going to be there, and Lawspire, as well as Inter's Odyssey. So we've got a good mix of different sized content creators and an official content creator for Once Lost Games to talk about the spiritual successor to Daggerfall, this game, Wayward Realms, that I am looking forward to an awful lot. As much as I love Daggerfall, and even with Wayward Realms being on the horizon, even when I get that game in my hands, I will likely continue to play Daggerfall at least somewhat. There is just a charm to this game that I really, really love. Well, Tim, the 3 a.m. dad brain might be what's providing the insightfulness. You never know. It could be that is what has caused my meltdown. I have ascended past the need for material sleep and food, and as long as I'm tired enough, I can say some very insightful things, perhaps. Your agility is barely above average. It's been able to get my strength, agility, yes. The reason I didn't take agility, you weren't here at the beginning of the stream. Agility gives you diminishing returns. So as you level up and find better equipment, that does a lot more for your chance to hit than agility ever will. There's a really cool video by in fact, I will go and get the video. There's a really cool video by a YouTuber called Ragnarok. I believe it's, I think his name's Ragnarok. Yes. So he did a big video purely on Daggerfall Melee. Videos are far better than mine. Obviously, he's a lot more game-focused than I am. I talk about genre, fantasy, philosophy, theology, that sort of thing. Video games are kind of a secondary thought for me. Here is a link. He explains the agility formula in sort of the first 10 minutes of it. True, but I'm not using the mod you're using. Because I will probably try that mod out at some point, but I've just stripped the mods I'm using down to the bare basics. like just some graphical and aesthetic stuff. And even then, I've not used as many aesthetic or graphical mods as I could because they require a lot of combat changes. I'm a weird bloke. I like the vanilla combat in Daggerfall. At least with Unity. I'm not a fan of dragging the mouse around, but the Unity option to hold right-click is brilliant for me, and then I just have to worry about dodging. I like the dice roll mechanics as well. Even in Morrowind, I prefer the dice roll to hit mechanics than I do in anything else. I think it adds another layer of stuff, another layer of complexity to the game, but that's just me. And that's just me liking Dungeons and Dragons and tabletop RPGs, I suppose. Speaking of, I'm going to go to Twitter quickly. Yeah, easiest way to farm likes on Twitter is to be as negative as possible. So I was just negative about something new that Wizards of the Coast did, and immediately hundreds of likes for all in. Thousands of impressions. Thanks, Elon. Oh, man, I wish my positive content got more of a viewing, but oh well. It is what it is. Right, let's have a look-see. The top fans for today. Ashray, well out in front. Dakota, you are in second place. First time a stream, you've got number 2 crown. Very tasteful profile picture, by the way, Dakota. Very, very tasteful. Like it a lot. Tim, you are third, drawing with Sarissa. Then there's Paladin Steve at 5th. Brewwolf in 6th. Heretic, you're in 7th. Cadley's been gone for a while, but he's in 8th. My lovely wife in 9th. And also the brothers Bad Toad in 10th. By the way, chaps, just as a shout out to the brothers Bad Toad, they are releasing on Drive-Thru RPG their first RPG. I believe it releases 1st of April. So this is their link. They were actually one of the first special guests to ever appear on the channel. I've dropped a link to Drive-Thru RPG to their profile. I believe that is their profile. Mercs, Mages, and Monsters is the name of the TTRPG. It will be releasing in a few hours' time, I believe. Do keep your eye on it. And if you pick a copy up, do drop them a good review and tell them that the Lost Law Scholar sent you. Because I like to promote projects that I believe in, and that's one of them. A very interesting little TTRPG. And obviously, there'll be more Untold Destiny stuff coming back soon. We were doing a playthrough of Advanced Untold Destiny with the creators of the game, plus the Brass Drake, who is a D&D YouTuber, who is, by the way, growing exponentially. He was on like 300 subs for the longest time, and now he is threatening to take over me in terms of subscriber numbers. Where is he now? He's on a 1.23. Just from one little video series. So don't subscribe to him. He doesn't need any help. It is what it is. You're writing your own TTRPG system too, and one of the things I aim to do is make combat more cinematic and engaging. That is an incredible thing to attempt. I highly recommend you check out my very good friends over at Every Games, which I've just linked in chat. I would also recommend, once we're done here, going onto my playlists on my channel. I'm going to make sure it is there, actually. Yeah, playlists. Yeah, Trouble Comes in Threes, which I will actually link in chat for you, is Untold... No, everyone go and unsubscribe from the Brass Drake. He's not allowed to overtake me in subs. I've been working so hard, and he got lucky, damn it. No, his content is definitely worth the subscribe. He puts a lot of effort into it. Anyway, this is the playlist link that you may find interesting, Dakota. It's very cinematic. very roleplay heavy, but it shows you the way in which the combat system in the advanced version of Untold Destiny works. You might find you get some inspiration from it for your TTRPG. I play the Ranger Virgil. Vicky, who is the co-creator and wife of Dean, who created Untold Destiny, plays the wizardess Ava. And Brass Drake, the D&D YouTuber I was just talking about, plays a paladin called Satan, and we're having a lot of fun with it. Obviously, it's on a bit of a hiatus at the moment because I was in hospital for a week with the wife while she gave birth to the little one, but we'll probably start that back up in the coming weeks. Now the boy is here, and once he's got a little bit more settled. Other than that, the content mines are beckoning, and I'll be producing a new video soon, which will be a Drizzt versus Aragorn video. A little bit of power scaling for you power scaling nerds. Other than that, I think this has been a... Oh, don't save indoors, Jack. Don't save indoors. Remember the warning. This has been quite a good little introduction. Oh, vengeance. Vengeance. Nah, the NPCs are still out. We're fine. This has been quite a good little introduction to this character. I will continue this character a bit more this time around. And then we'll have a little break for tonight. Thank you all very much for joining. Do like and subscribe and check out the other content on the channel. And click on those links that I put in the chat there to support some other independent creators. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow for the talk of the Wayward Roundtable. That'll be fun. I'm just rambling now, so I'm going to go before I get distracted again. Bye-bye.